my name is Alina. I'd like to welcome you to watercolor exercises. Last week we were practicing painting rocks. Today I'd like to show you how to do the birch trees. Birches are very popular trees in Poland. They are everywhere. So I love them a lot. And because they have white trunks, we have to mask them. For that, you will use just tape. I like to show it to you on a bigger tape, so you can see what is going on. So my tape is as tall as my page, and I divide this tape into half, and I'm trying not to tear it in a straight line, but create some kind of waves. Let me show it to you. Here, you see, this is like wave here. And then I like to mask my birch trees. So here will be one. I just put it here, and you see there is a bump here. So if it is a bump on one side, probably you need a dent on the other side, right? So here I will put this tape, and because I tear it, the bump is right here on the other side. So you see this is my birch tree, because I always like to have my birch tree, or all the trees, a little bit wider at the bottom. Here I have a gap in this tape, so what I will do, I will just put tape here, and this is how I mask my tree trunk. This tree trunk is some kind of big, but you know, because I'd like to show you what I'm doing. I like to use the smaller tape. Trees nicely masked. So at the back we can put water, and it should mask the area where the tree trunks will be. I'm just wetting the paper with clear water, and I like to put some background. Because this exercise is not about the background, I will speed it up. You can practice your drawings, I mean your wet in wet technique here. And what I like to tell you before I will speed it up, that the background is supposed to be dark. Because this is how you will see the contrast. You will have nice contrast if your background for your trees will be dark. And so you want to have some paint around those birch trees. Here I like to add some blues and And I like to put some green down there for some grass, and I like to add a little bit of little trees, so that will be farther away. I want some darker green. I will mix my brown with blue to have something darker green. So I'm mixing green, blue and brown to have nicer, darker trees that will be farther away. Here is maybe one. Is dry. Now we can take the tape off. So now you can see that we have nice white tree trunks here and also on this side. All right. Now we will paint those trunks. So we have to set our light. Where is our light source? So let's say the light source is on our left. So the shadows will be on our right. What I will do, I will create a gray. I will mix ultramarine blue and brown to create my grays. I always like for my shadows to be more bluish than brownish, so that's I like it that way. But if you will have it like more brownish, that should be fine too. So I think that's enough of this paint. All right. Now, as I said, I have the light on my left. So I like to put these darks on the right side. Here I'm just painting from the top to the bottom, and very important thing is you want to smooth this edge, so you will see that I'm creating some nice gradation. If you want to add a core shadow, you can come over one more time and add a little bit, one more shadow like this, that will go through it. So in this case we will have the darkest part here, this part will be a little bit lighter, and here we have our nice gradation. Okay, let's go to these smaller trees. the details I will use smaller brush. It's round number 6, and I will start with gray color. And the gray color is again the mixture of ultramarine blue and burnt umber. And to create those details I will use the side of my brush, and I will create some lines that will bend toward up. You can break them a little. So I'm starting at some point and I'm going a little bit up like this. The birch trees have some lines, like that. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create those lines, and sometimes the brush will help you to achieve this. This method is called dry on dry, because you see my brush is almost dry, and those birch trees also are dry. Some grass and some branches to our tree trunks. For the grass I like to use green and brown and yellow, especially here because this scene looks like it is more fall here. So my grass will be green. How do I do grass? They are just lines. You can put some in front of your tree. You can put some behind, and as I said, I like to use some browns also. Maybe this is how I connect these two pictures. Yeah, they are not on the same page, but when you open them they are almost like this. And I like to smooth it at the bottom. So I have more color here, and I will do exactly the same on the other side. For the branches, I don't want to do them twice. That's why I like to have really dark color. To achieve that, I really don't need a lot of water. I just want to have more paint. And let me put one in here, one branch in here. That one is some kind of close, so we will not have a lot of branches sticking out from this one, but maybe this one. And I have a feeling that I need to switch to smaller brush because these trees are quite far away, so these branches should be smaller. So I'm switching to my brush number 4. Yeah, I think it is much better. And at some point I will switch to my liner, and I really like to have my branches dark, so I don't have to go on and make them darker. For this painting I like to add a little bit of yellow color at the top of my branches, just to emphasize the fall season here. So I'm using the side of the brush and I'm just adding a little bit color on top of my branches. Okay, so I hope you like this exercise and I hope you will be practicing your birch trees. It is good to observe them, so if you have some at your background or at your local park, that would be fantastic if you can go and see them in real life. And I hope to see you soon. Keep exercising. Bye bye. Bye.